And starting right here, I'm just browning some breadcrumbs, and this is just leftover bread that I've cooked in a little bit of olive oil and minced garlic, and that's all there is to it. You let it brown. And I'm going to use this on one of the tomato dishes we're going to do a little later. So I want to transfer all of those crumbs to a small bowl because I'm going to reuse this pan. We want to talk about plum tomatoes. Do you remember all those beautiful plum tomatoes in my garden? We've got Costoluto, we've got Sangiovese, we've got San Remo, we've got them all. So all I want to do is cut these in half because we're going to make a nice skillet tomato dish that's also a great side. So get your plum tomatoes, and then you want to put a little bit of olive oil right back in that pan, just a little olive oil, and you take these beautiful tomatoes, cut side down, and put them right in the pan. I'm going to turn the heat up on this now because I want them to just get a little soft. So in they go. I'll kind of make a tomato that has just melted cheese over the top. You know, cooking doesn't have to be so elaborate. So we'll put those in. I'm going to put the cover on now because that'll help to wilt those down. Give this just another stir. And the cheeses I like to use with plum tomatoes are right here. Here's a fresh cow's milk mozzarella. And you buy it like this, you see, in its own way. And it's a nice melting cheese, so it's perfect for this particular dish. And this is what it looks like when it's just all cut up into little pieces. So we're going to be using that later. Or you could use a good pecorino cheese. Now that's a sheep's milk cheese. And here it is all nicely grated. But this is what it looks like when you get it in the store. And of course, depending on what type of pecorino you get, you'll get a different type flavor. Pecorino sardo, pecorino romano, pecorino siciliano. They all have their distinctive flavors. And this cheese is a bit salty. Now I want to turn these tomatoes around because they're starting to get a little soft on me. This is so great with chicken, with fish, with pork, whatever you want to serve it with. And now you can take that cheese, you see? You can take some of the Parmigiano or the Pecorino. You can use Parmigiano too. Put it right over the top, just like that. If you have a couple tomatoes that just don't sit right, you can always cut off the bottoms. So put a little of that on. If you didn't want to use pecorino, you could use that mozzarella that I'm talking to you about. Just put a few little pieces on top of each tomato, just like that. Then we're going to put the cover on and allow this cheese to melt. I wish you could smell this. With fresh tomatoes from the garden, absolutely delicious. Put a little bit more on that one. Okay. Now we'll put the cover back on that and turn the heat down and allow that just to melt